right, welcome. This is the channel where women are empowered to make money. My name is Martha. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. It gladdens my heart that you are here. All right, so let's get to it. One of the things we do today, we want to take an honest look at being in business as a woman. And one of the things we do on this channel is really looking at business from a woman's perspective. You know, because you see, we jump into business as women and we get in there and then we hit a lot of bumps. Not because we're not smart, not because we're not intelligent, but because it has been a man's world for so long. The marketplace is driven by masculinity, masculine languages, masculine expectations, and certain decisions that don't really align with us as female, as feminine energetic beings. And so when it is not addressed, we wonder why we're not making the progress that we need to make. So that's what I try to do on this channel. I try to help women see some of the road bumps that can be avoided when going into business because they are taking the approach from a woman's angle, all right? And there's nothing wrong with being a woman. In fact, being your feminine being feminine in business is a very, very powerful, important tool because it is a strategy on its own completely, but we'll talk about that another time. But it's important to understand that as much as you are a feminine being, there is the masculine in you too, all right? So you might be 80% feminine, but there is still the little part of you. It could be just 20% that is masculine, and that should also be brought to the table in business. When making business decisions, you bring your whole self to the table, all right? So today we're gonna look at making decisions in business, making fear-based decisions in business. I ask you the question, have you ever made a fear-based decision in business? As a woman, all right? You find out, okay, there you are, you're trying to make a decision and you're making that decision solely on fear of losing out. You're making that decision and you know that you haven't sat in the space to think about it. You haven't taken time to even do the research on it. You haven't really sat with it and you're not sure, but you're just jumping into it. Why are you jumping into it? Because it seems like it's the right thing to do. Everyone else is doing it. I don't want to lose out. I don't want it to seem like I'm not a nice person, and I don't want people to think of me as not really kind or understanding. You know, all those things happen to us as women. Let's be honest. That's what we go through because this is our emotional state. We're love creatures. We are creatures of compassion, of love by nature. This is who we are. But sis, sweetheart, the truth is when you come to business, you've got to leave those things behind, all right? There is a place for everything. There's a place for emotions, but there's a place for logic. There's a place for using your brain and your intelligence while at the deciding table when you're making those decisions, right? So it's important that you understand that yes, you are an emotional being, but when making decisions, you don't make decisions from an emotional state. You heard of that thing they say, when emotions go up, intelligence goes down. Yeah. When your emotions are high at its peak, your intelligence, what happens, drastically drops. But in business, you want to take your intelligence. You want to decide, make a decision from a very intelligent place. So the next time that you're rushed, it seems like you're trying to make a decision from a very emotional state. Why don't you take a moment to just chill? Politely decline. You can say, I don't think I'm in the right space of mind to make this decision. I'd like some more time to think about it. I'd like to sleep on it. Never rush yourself to make a decision that you will eventually regret. Always have the whole of yourself when making a decision. There's never any hurry. What's yours is yours, right? And as women, and that's why I'm talking about this, because as women, a lot of times we go into decisions, we go into business, and we take our emotions along, you know. And this emotion has cost us a lot. We're losing money constantly. We're leaving money on the table. We're not speaking up for ourselves because, you know, we're using our emotions. It's time to step back, step out of those emotions, and begin to bring your brain along. Look at the situation clearly. You are an intelligent being. Take your intelligence along with you when you are making decisions in the boardroom, wherever it is that you have to make a decision, a financial decision. Okay, so what are we saying? In conclusion, what we're trying to say today is, as women in business, money-making women, don't make decisions from an emotional state. When you're about to make a business decision, take the whole of yourself in making a decision. You're an intelligent being, you're an emotional being. Take your brains along. Take everything along. Take all of yourself, your complete self, and make a decision from that point, all right? Let's stop leaving money on the table. Let's stop being afraid. Let's stop being emotional. Be your intelligent self when doing business. Stop acting in fear and start making money. My name is Martha, and I will see you again.